What is going on, everyone? Is back again with another video. In today's video, we're going to be grinding some of that new content that came out last Friday, and I'm going to be kind of having a little life update with you guys and what's going on and everything like that. If you guys don't know, I've obviously came back from vacation. I went on a little vacation to Texas, which was really fun. So hope you guys enjoyed the videos that were up on the channel. Kind of had to rush some of them, so they weren't like, the highest quality in my opinion, but I just wanted to get some of those out on that All-Star weekend and everything like that. So hope you guys enjoyed those videos if you watched any of them. Because I thought they were pretty good videos overall. But yeah, I'm back home. Obviously, you guys can see, the original setup behind me, and everything on the channel will be normal. Obviously, put out community posts. I got back on Thursday. Felt pretty sick Friday, and then I was starting to feel better on Saturday, and obviously today's Sunday, so feel pretty good right now. And yeah, everything will be normal up until this point. So I'll talk about my vacation a little bit. I went down to Texas a little bit, in Dallas, which was pretty cool. I'm obviously going to school down there, so that's, the main reason I went, for that orientation. And I obviously caught a couple Ranger games, obviously, I think it was the first one of the second half. So they played the Cleveland Guardians. They absolutely destroyed them pretty much in all three games. So played sweep. I went to the Saturday and Sunday, so that was pretty fun. That stadium's really cool. It definitely feels like a playoff atmosphere stadium. Down there, it's just, I don't know, something about it. I like that stadium a lot. Obviously, compared to the old stadium, I did go to that old stadium in 2019, like their last season there. So I really like the old stadium, but it was hot. We went on like the only day game, so it was really hot in that stadium, which is, obviously why they got the new one, which is a lot better because it's like 70, I think it's 75 or 4 there when they play. So it's really nice. You never really feel hot or cold, which I like. And then, the stadium in general is just really cool. I just like that you can walk around it. They have a nice team store, a lot of good food options, which I liked. The atmosphere was just nice because the team's obviously one of the best at baseball. So it definitely feels like a playoff atmosphere, especially when they came back against the Guardians. I mean, the crowd, or the roar of the crowd was really cool, which I like to saw. So definitely had a lot of fun in that stadium. I really liked it a lot, and I definitely would want to go back there. So compared to the other stadiums I've been to, if you guys don't know, I've been to about 1/3 of the league so far on the East Coast. Compared to the other stadiums, I would definitely say it's up there because I've obviously been to a couple other stadiums. I've been to Yankee Stadium, which I really like. I think that's a really quality stadium, especially because I go there, decent amount, I'd say. Try to go every year if we can, but, the ticket prices for them be going crazy sometimes. But I do like Yankee Stadium. I do like the lemonade that they have. The lemonade's actually unreal. I went to Tropicana Field. I didn't think it was as bad as people were saying. I understand like the whole roof and the catwalks, but I like Tropicana Field. I thought the seating were nice. I thought some of the cool features in the stadium were pretty cool in general. But I could definitely see why it's one of the worst ones. It's obviously not top of my list, but I don't think it's that terrible of a stadium besides for the catwalks and the roof. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't think it was that bad. I did like the Rays one was okay. Camden Yards, it was obviously, I think, one of my favorites. I mean, Camden Yards is such a nice stadium. I obviously went before the wall was redone in that recent renovation, so I liked it a lot. I went on a tour of that stadium. I like that it's a baseball-y park. I think the warehouse gives it a lot of character. Definitely makes it a top stadium in the league. And I've been to Fenway Park. When I went to Fenway, it definitely has that old school feel of, old school baseball games, which I love. It's kind of like Wrigley Field, which we're playing right here. I did like Fenway in that aspect, but dude, that stadium, those seats are just terrible. I understand they have built some new ones in there in the outfield and kind of like the lower, it's like the lower bowl, a little bit of that. Closer to the field, but dude, some of those seats are just terrible. Like those little wooden chairs, I don't know why they still have those, to be honest. So yeah, I don't know. Fenway was cool to see though and be at, considering it's so like historic and everything like that. So I did like that aspect of Fenway, and especially the street behind the Green Monster. I thought was really cool. I definitely liked that a lot. So Fenway definitely had some cool, interesting parts of it. I've obviously been to Houston as well on that 2019 trip. We went down there to see a game. That was a really good game. I think it was like 14-12. The Pirates ended up winning against the Astros. So that was a crazy time. That was obviously the year I think everyone found out they cheated or something like that. So yeah, not the best for them, but I like that stadium. I thought the train was interesting. That left field, little arch over there was pretty cool. So the Astros Stadium was pretty cool to see and actually be at a game, and it definitely felt like a playoff atmosphere. I mean, that's the stadium as well. I've just talked about Globe Life Field in Dallas for the Rangers. Citi Field, once again, another classic park. I like Citi Field a lot. Obviously, I've never been to Shea Stadium. I'm too young for that, than the old one, and I just think it has a lot more features to it than than the old one did, especially up in like the third deck. They have like I forgot the player's name, but there's some lounge up there, which is really nice, and got food and drinks. So that was cool to sit in for like an inning. Especially watching the game from there was pretty cool. I've obviously been to Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia for the Phillies. I like that park a lot. Definitely my favorite one. Definitely on my list because it's just classic. I just like the area it's in. It's easy to get to too. I mean, you literally cross into Philadelphia. You just take like the first exit or second exit with all the stadiums. So I like the way it's set up in Philadelphia. I think it makes it easy for all 5 sports teams they have. So I like Citizens Bank Park a lot just because of that reason. Obviously the food's great and just the setup of that stadium is really nice. A lot of good food options. And overall, it just feels like a quality stadium. Now, Lone Depot Park in Miami I like too. I thought that was a solid stadium. I like that you can see downtown Miami from your seats. I thought that was really cool, especially when the windows are open. And they had a nice team store as well. It's kind of an underrated feature, I think. I like that about the stadiums as well. And, obviously the dome, so that's definitely a plus for me in Miami. So I like Miami a lot. The game I went to, I think Alcantara went like 8 innings. He went like 104 pitches or something like that. So guy was on when that game. I mean, he, obviously this year not the greatest, but last year was pretty good. The last one I've been to was Nationals Park in Washington. I really like that one too. I like that it's easy to park at. A lot of parking garages there, and they have a huge walkway in left field with a big team store to your left, which I like a lot. Definitely makes it a unique thing. I love that it's right in the city. I mean, that's the best part about that National Stadium, in my opinion. And that was a quality park. It was funny the game I went to, though. When I went to there, the game ended in 5 innings. There was an Amber Alert for tornado warning. So that was interesting. A lot of drunk guys behind us were going kind of crazy about that one. But when we got there, tornado warning and everything, I'll probably show a video on screen or whatever. But we got from the seats, we started running out of that one. And people were falling. It felt like a horror movie. People were falling left and right. Stuff was getting blown over like crazy.
Oh my god! Holy shit! Andrew, go!
Just an insane experience that we went through at Nationals Park, and it was something I will always remember at that stadium, which was just hilarious. We were just soaked the whole time, so that was kind of funny at Nationals Park. Yeah, well, I love all the stadiums I've been to. I've obviously been to about a third of the league, I'm pretty sure, so I definitely want to go to all 30 in my life, which would be really cool to see, in my opinion. And I definitely would like to do that one day because there's a lot of cool other parks that I just haven't been to. And I had a lot of fun on that Texas trip. We're obviously back home, for the next couple of weeks before I go away to college. You guys will obviously see a new setup behind me when I do get there. I do want to put the Cubs merchandise behind me, so it's not my bed and stuff, a lot of stuff in my room and everything like that. So I'm going to change up the setup when I get down there, but it should be an interesting time. Obviously everything's gonna go back to normal with uploads and everything like that. But yeah, it should definitely be an interesting time as we get through, the next couple weeks of the game and everything like that. Obviously Tuesday, the day is coming out. I should be live. We're gonna have some Conquest, events and stuff like that, or I should be live for that day or something like that. But we'll definitely be live streaming. I think there's some Conquest event, some going on like that. And then Friday we have Extreme Moments. I'm not sure if I'll be live for that. I might be going to somewhere for that weekend, so I'm not totally sure yet. But Extreme Moments, I obviously didn't finish those last year. I mean, those were extremely hard last year. So we'll see how we do this year. Obviously, the rewards weren't crazy. It was like a 94 or 97. I mean, Josh Donaldson, that wasn't the best, but it is what it is. But yeah, it's kind of a life update on me. I hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys enjoyed the content and everything like that. I hope you guys are doing good over the summer. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, everyone.